Yo, what's good guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're reacting to what if you're the last human on Earth, or the last human on Earth. I don't know the title. I can't really see the title right now. It's something about last human on Earth. It's another science videos. I love these. But yeah, if you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe and recommend me more videos to react to. And yeah, let's watch.
The future of humanity seems insecure. Rapid climate change, political division, our greed and failings make it hard to look at our species with a lot of optimism, and so many people think our end is in sight. But humans have always thought we lived in the end times.
Logical.
Every generation assumes they're important enough to witness the apocalypse, and then life just goes on. This is a problem because it leads to short-term thinking and prevents us from creating the best world for ourselves and our descendants. What makes this worse is that we may actually be living at an extremely critical moment in human history. To understand why, let's look at the temporal window of humanity and ask, when will the last human be born? And how many people will there ever be?
I think it's me though. I think I'm the last human. I'm not even lying. But you know, stuff like this, it's hard to tell, because you know, really, I think the world could end at any time. It's like, and now that there's these wars and stuff, you know, it can end even quicker depending on. I feel like, yeah, if humans wanted the world to end right now, they'd definitely, you know, throw all their nukes up and then it's over. That's literally one way to end the world right now, and it's like, yeah, that's just no humanity at all. That's how all, because yeah, every human is on Earth right now. That's crazy. Yeah, that can end us all. Let me see, what other way? Yeah, that's one way that could end right away. I don't know about other ones. Is like,
these sorts of estimates come with a lot of
space
uncertainties, so please take them with a gigantic grain of salt. To get a sense of how many people there will be, let's see how many people have already lived. Modern humans arose some 200,000 years ago. They were uniquely good at making tools, telling stories, thinking abstractly, planning and working together in large groups beyond their close family. Still, there were not that many of us. Surpluses of food were scarce, survival was hard, life expectancy was low. It took us 150,000 years to grow to a population of 2 million. Improvements were gradual and eventually led to the agricultural revolution, arguably the biggest change in our history. This was when our numbers really started growing. It took 10,000 more years to get to 300 million. But that increase was dwarfed by the Industrial Revolution. In 1800, there were 1 billion of us. The human population doubled in just 120 years, and then again in 50. Today, we number around 8 billion. In total, over the last 200,000 years, about 117 billion humans were born and lived, and 109 billion also died. Which means that about 7% of all humans that ever lived are alive right now. As many as were born in the first 100.
Yeah, yo, just imagine if death didn't exist. It'd be crazy. I mean, nah, I probably wouldn't be here at that if that was the case, because of 100-something billion. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. If that many people were still alive, like space, like Mars would have probably been inhabited by now, honestly. Like, yeah, because you know, you got all these like smart dudes that died. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I guess dying is good because you leave space for others. But yeah,
50,000 years of human history. Every minute, 270 babies join the party. But there aren't just more people. Never before have we been as healthy and well off or lived longer. With growing living standards, our birth rates collapsed. The UN estimates that around the year 2100, we will hit our population peak and there will be 125 million people born each year. It's pretty unlikely that birth rates will stay stable forever, but let's pretend to make our thought experiment simpler. How many people there will be in the future depends on when our species will die out. And here, we find a lot of
Yeah,
uncertainties.
these humans look
We are
ugly.
able to destroy ourselves through our own inventions, but we are also able to find solutions to avert catastrophic risk. We can change the direction of planet-killer asteroids, but we've also invented nuclear weapons. We discovered antibiotics, but also carry diseases across the globe in a matter of days. Our industrial system gives us an incredible standard of living, but also changed the atmosphere in the process. It's very hard to say if human ingenuity will prolong or shorten our species' lifespan. If things go badly, our end could come suddenly. But if we manage to
Nah,
avoid
bro,
that, we could
it's those nuclear bombs that like it just has me tense because imagine bro, North Korea is just I know they have that nuclear treaty, but yeah, bro, those guys are crazy. It just takes one bomb to start flying, and then everybody is on alert and wants to throw theirs too. Yeah, bro, those bombs are crazy. Yeah, all these bombs definitely one of the big things that could end humanity that I put like at number one. I have top five. The rest are like, it's just me thinking. But number one is definitely these bombs, because it's really like, if you think about it, it could happen. Like, it's not even like a theory. It really could, because it's a war right now. Like, someone sides of the wrong side, and then boom, everybody's like, yeah, I'm out of that treaty, bro. I want to use my bombs. Because, yeah, like, I'm sure Russia wouldn't want to, like, lose against Ukraine, like, that easily. It's been, how long has it been since they've been fighting for a month now? Yeah, definitely. Like, if they lost, they'd be like, yeah, I'm out of this, bro. Let me throw my bomb because I lost. No one wants to lose, especially if you're a big country like that. But let's not talk about that. It's another
conceivably
story.
stick around for a long time. So every day we don't destroy ourselves may mean life for an unfathomable number of humans. How many people are we talking about? It depends on how far our species is going to expand. Scenario 1. Humans will never leave Earth. If we
That's
stay on
boring,
our home
though.
planet, a good metric to look at is the extinction rate of animals that we get from the fossil record. The average
What animal
lifespan
is
of
this?
mammalian species is in the region of 1 million years, with some surviving up to 10 million years.
Oh,
Our
man.
close relative Homo erectus survived for about 1.9 million years. Let's be conservative and assume that humans will survive for 1 million years, which leaves us 800,000 more years to dawdle away. Assuming a stable birth rate of 125 million people each year, this means there are roughly 100 trillion humans waiting to be born. 850 times greater than the number of people that have ever lived. This would make everybody alive today only 0.008% of all people that will ever live. Think about where this leaves you. Instead of putting you at the end of the chaotic mess that was our past, it would mean you live at the very beginning of something big. The start of the human story rather than the end.
Bro, that's boring.
Doesn't this feel
I don't wanna like. It isn't. No, it isn't. Oh wait, let me hear what
incredibly
he's gonna say.
different?
Yes, it does, bro. It just makes me feel really old. Like, they're gonna be like, yo, bro, like, Ajibu was my ancestor. Like, hell no. What the heck am I? I'm not your ancestor. Don't say that. I want to be my own person. Like, yeah, I don't even know my ancestors. So, yeah, who cares about them? But, like, yeah, today it feels like super advanced to me already. So, like, yeah, if they make it 800,000 years, bro, like, that is too wild. I can't even think. Like, 10 years feels like a huge change. They're like, bro, we're gonna have. Nah, I remember back in 2015, it was like, yo, they're gonna have flying cars in the future, self-driving. Now it's here. Well, it's not, it's not really everywhere, but Teslas and all that exist. And I heard about that one plane that flew. Was it a flying car or? Yeah, that's dumb. Planes do fly. No, a flying car. I heard about a flying car a couple months ago. I think At the start of the year, I heard about flying car that they got tested and it flew. So yeah, I feel like I definitely want to see. Yeah, I'm so curious about the end for some reason, but you know, I don't know, it's whatever.
And now, consider that this may be an extremely pessimistic estimate. If we match the survival time of the most successful mammals, then our future numbers rise to 1.2 quadrillion people that have yet to be born.
Damn.
And even this seems
Bro,
far
cut
from
that
our
out.
potential.
That's
As the sun slowly
crazy.
gets hotter and brighter, Earth will remain habitable for about 500 million years, giving so many more potential people the chance to become actual people. And now, let's begin to think big. Scenario 2,
Okay.
humans will leave Earth. We went from humans worshipping the moon to humans walking on it, so who knows how much further we can go. If we don't die out within the next few hundred years, ideas that seem outlandish right now become serious considerations. If we believe that we have a chance of surviving for maybe millions of years, then we could expand onto the other planets or into our own artificial worlds. Life
look at
needs
that.
three
That's kinda
things:
cool.
a surface, resources, and energy. Our sun provides energy for billions of years, and there is so much water and material floating in the asteroid and Kuiper belt that we could sustain many times our current population. Instead of living on planets, we could decide to construct our own artificial worlds and habitats. With resources and energy so abundant, we could try out different types of society and ways of life. An interconnected civilization spanning the solar system would create the basis of existence for an absurd number of individuals, orders of magnitude more than if we stick to Earth, even if we only existed for a few million years. This future doesn't have to be grim and dark as science fiction.
Damn. Yeah, it's always about aliens and monsters imprisoning humans. Yeah, bro. Honestly, man, I think I'm good with how I'm living right now. I'm happy. Like, life is good. Yeah, this is too, intense. Yeah, so I like at the end of the day when the video's over, I like, I'm like, yeah, I'm back on Earth. I'm cool. Cause now I'm like, when I always watch these videos, I'm like, yeah, I'm in this world. It's crazy. But yeah, I've seen so much like anime and movies with like artificial worlds, and it always ends bad. They have a problem. They're like, okay, we're about to sink, or it's about to blow up. There's always that one problem. So, who knows? It's always science fiction. I don't know how they'd construct one. It'd be almost impossible, really. Not almost impossible, but how would you? I think they'd have to make it on Earth, because making something in space, that's another extra step. I'm not even gonna think about how they
Likes to paint
started.
it. With quadrillions of people waiting to be born, we will have billions of doctors working on curing cancer, billions of problem solvers working on ending poverty, and billions of video game
I heard
developers
they had a
making
cure
life
for
fun.
cancer.
More humans may actually mean more progress. Another upside of leaving Earth and spreading out is that it becomes much harder for us to become extinct, as you need a solar system-wide catastrophe to catch everybody. So aside from nearby supernovae or gamma-ray bursts, humanity would be relatively safe from extinction, maybe for billions of years. If we manage to survive for that long, slow evolution or genetic engineering might split us into multiple species, or we might intentionally keep ourselves the same as we are now. So to account for that, we'll just talk about people from now on, instead of humans. Okay, now let's think
Yeah, I don't
really
want to
big.
end up as a
Scenario
slime.
3, people leave the solar system. As
Nah,
enormous as the solar system is,
too far. All right, that's too much. I'm just gonna say that is too much, because that, like, we haven't even left Earth like that. We haven't gone to Mars. Leaving the solar system is wild. You need some sort of teleportation. Yeah, this one, I'm not a fan of. I don't know how that's gonna happen. This one, no.
it is
Definitely
just
no
one
for me.
star system among billions in the Milky Way. If future people can
Yeah.
colonize, say, 100 billion stars and live there for 10 billion years, with each generating 100 million births per year, then we can expect something like 100 octillion lives to be lived in the future. This is a 1 with 29 zeros. 100,000 trillion trillion. We can spin this up as much as we like.
So
the Andromeda Galaxy will merge with the Milky Way, adding another trillion stars for us to settle. Red dwarfs stay active for up to 1 trillion years, and future civilizations might even find energy for their habitats around black holes. A sufficiently advanced civilization of our descendants might even try to reach other galaxy groups. While these numbers are mind-blowing, they may underestimate the number of unborn people by many orders of magnitude. If we divide the total energy available in a galaxy by the average energy needs of a single person, then we get a trillion potential lives. 1 million trillion 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 potential people.
Wait, bro, you're making my head spin right now. Come on, wait, like, calm down, man. Like, yeah, coming to reality, most of this won't happen. It's a theory, but that is pretty wild. That just makes me feel like an insect. Like I don't matter. That's too much. Yeah, that just means no one matters. What the heck? Yeah, what the heck? That's crazy, bro. That is really crazy. Yeah, unless you're like you have some George Washington type influence, you won't be popular. That's the only guy I know. Like, when they're like, yo, name a famous person, that's the only dude that comes to my head, really, because I don't even know how he got famous like that. Unless, I mean, he was the first president, yes, but aside from that, yeah, I don't know how he got that big.
Hopefully, what's become evident is that if we don't kill ourselves in the next few centuries or millennia, almost all humans that will ever exist will live in the future. Which brings us back to us in the present.
Wait, what?
We exist at a high
Every
point
human
in
who ever
history,
exists
with
will live in the
incredible
future?
possibilities at our grasp. Technological,
Reincarnation
environmental, and societal. What we do matters for all the people who do not exist yet. So while it's not en vogue to think about humanity's long-term future with optimism, or to think about it at all, maybe this has given you a bit of perspective. If we screw up the present, so many people may never come to exist. Quadrillions of unborn humans are at our mercy. Even if we go with fairly conservative estimates, the unborn are by far the largest group of people and the most disenfranchised. Somebody who might be born in 1,000 or even 1 million years deeply depends on us today for their existence. This is why it's important to think about the distant future and why our presence is so crucial, why it matters what we do today. One day, the last human will be born. We don't know when. But if we change our perspective from us living at the end of the human story to us living at the very beginning, we can not only build a wonderful world for us and for them, but also for countless numbers of others. Huge announcement.
If you think about it,
we're launching.
If you think about it, though, that's kind of impossible. Like the last human, because it's like 200 something people born every minute. How is the last human like? It has to be a couple last humans. But yeah, that stuff. I don't know, bro. If you're the last human, good luck. Good luck, bro. Yeah, that's not fun. That doesn't seem fun. Yeah, I'm chilling though, That's too far. I'm back to my world. That's too much for me. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you and have a nice day.